The Nikon Zfc with its 16 to 50mm kit lens. The Nikon Zfc with its 17 to 35mm 2.8 across the range, that's £1,800 worth of glass. Sure, it's bigger, but will it be better?
Hey, the Nikon FM2. I love this camera. I started with this way back in 1984. So when I heard Nikon were bringing a new version of this out, a digital version, I was absolutely over the moon. So onto the scene comes the Nikon Zfc. I'm filming this with it right now. It's a great camera. It comes with the 16 to 50, which is what I'm filming on here. It's a light lens, it looks great on the camera, but it's not got a great aperture choice. It's 3.5 at widest. But there is another option, because they make an FTZ adapter. That means F mount lenses can go on Z mount bodies. And here I've got it fitted to my 17 to 35 2.8. Trouble is, look at the size of it. It's huge. It's bigger than the actual camera. Is that going to make a difference? Is the lens going to be worth it for the extra stop? Will the lens that's designed to go on this Zfc be better? I've taken them out side by side and taken the same image. What's going to be best?
Okay, so let's get straight in with some pictures, and here's the first one. It's a portrait of yours truly. Well, not a portrait, it's just a mugshot, and this is taken with the kit lens. And here's the same shot taken with the 2.8 f lens. What do you think? Actually, let's zoom in. That is 400 times, and the kit lens is below, and it's sharper, isn't it? Yeah, that's not me, it's sharper. Let's really blow up. Wow, that's 1,000 times, and it's clear. Look, the kit lens underneath is appearing sharper. So let's take a wide angle on 16mm on this grey dull day, and let's have a look at the 2.8. Okay, that's flatter. Now that is flatter, but much of a muchness really when it comes to sharpness. Let's just blow them up a little bit. This is 400% on the kit lens, and the same magnification on the 2.8 lens, and look, that's flat. That image is really flat compared to the kit lens. Let's get into Photoshop and up the contrast, bring some blacks back in, and there's not a lot between them, is there? Not much to choose. Let's get back in the wall and back inside, and we have a look at this Christmas decoration done on the kit lens. The 16mm end of the kit lens looks nice and sharp. Let's have a look at the 2.8 lens with the FTZ adapter on, and it looks exactly the same. Can't see much difference, can you? Let's have a look at the Christmas cake. There's Santa sitting on top. That's the kit lens. And there's the 17 to 35 2.8. The 2.8 has thrown a little bit more out of focus. A little low light tester. Inside this pencil case there was no lighting. I've just upped the ISO and had a look. This is the kit lens, and this is the 2.8 lens with the adapter. Again, not a lot to choose between them. They're both doing a good job. Onto some tomatoes, or tomatoes as you say in the US. Look at that. That's not as sharp, is it? We'll zoom in 400% and take a look at the images. Wow, that's a big difference, isn't it? The one on the left is the kit lens, the really cheap kit lens that comes with the camera as a deal, and the one on the right is a very expensive 2.8 lens. For all you ice hockey fans, here's my son's Maple Leafs t-shirt, and the kit lens has done a good job. You can see the cotton going across. It's nice and sharp, nice and clear on the type. Let's have a look at the 2.8 lens. And that's, again, I don't think you can see the cotton in quite the same way. It's acceptable, but you know, I don't think it's performing as well as the kit lens that was designed. Let's blow it up and you can really see now. Look at that, the kit lens on top. Even though it's not as fast, it's just done a better job. It's sharper. We'll do an ultra close-up. Here's the kit lens and here's the 2.8 lens. Not a lot to choose between them again, really, but I think it just goes to show that in actual fact, even though that 17 to 35 2.8 is a great lens normally on a full frame camera, with the adapter I just don't think it's performing as well as a lens that was designed to fit with this ZFC camera. Available light picture of a guitar, and we can see the kit lens. There's a pattern forming here. This is the lens with the adapter, the 2.8. Blow them up, and there isn't much between them, and I still think the kit lens is better. Let's turn all the lights out and go back to that Christmas decoration picture. This is the kit lens, and it's just the little Christmas lights lighting this picture, nothing else. And this is the 2.8 lens with the adapter, not much between those. And let's finish off with the Christmas tree. This is the kit lens, and let's have a look at the 2.8 with the adapter. Yeah, there's nothing between them. Quite often there's nothing between them. Occasionally you can see that the kit lens is slightly sharper. So what do we think?
Well, that 17 to 35 2.8 lens, that f-mount lens, is an absolutely fantastic lens. I use it all the time if I'm doing interiors, that extra, you know, on a full frame camera, on my D810 for example, it gives great pictures if I'm doing an interior and I want that extra wide look. Perfectly sharp. With the FTZ adapter on the Nikon Zfc, not as good in my opinion. The kit lens, it's cheap, it's light, it's a super stonking deal when you buy it with the camera, and in actual fact, for most of this test, and not a scientific test I grant you, but just a few pictures I was taking around the house, actually it outperformed the 2.8 lens. At least they were either neck and neck, or the kit lens outperformed it. And that's a surprise. I didn't see that coming. I honestly thought that 2.8 lens was going to be better. And after all, that 2.8 lens, you know, that is with an FTZ adapter. You're looking at the best part of £2,000 just for the lens and the adapter. Not the camera. But actually, you can buy that ZFC camera with that kit lens now after Christmas for not much more than £1,000. So that lens costs twice as much as a camera just on its own. Would I buy it? Yes, I'd buy the kit lens with that camera every time, because as you can see, the results aren't quite as good, or maybe you could say they're comparable with the 2.8 lens on. But you're not getting that much more for the money. I mean, you know, we talk about this law of diminishing returns, and actually you're spending an awful lot of money and you're not getting that much back, in my opinion. I'd stick with the kit lens. It makes it nice and light and transportable. And actually, I'd spend the extra money. I was just noticing that for £1,200, you can buy the kit lens, which in 35mm terms, that equates to what? A 24 to 75. But you can also buy get it bundled in for £1,200. You can bundle in an extra lens, which is a 75 to, I think it's 250, and that's giving you a zoom of what, 375. That is an awful lot of range for your money for £1,200. Yeah, looking at the results, I go with the kit lens. Now, okay, it's slow. It's f3.5 at the wide end, but you know, when you're zooming in, it goes right that way down to 6.3, whereas you know that other 17 to 35 with the adapter, that's 2.8 across the range. And if you need that, then you know there's perhaps some argument, you know, to go with that. But and also, if you're a Nikon user and you've got the lenses anyway, then it's a no-brainer. Why not just buy, you know, for like 170 quid the FTZ adapter, and you've already got the lens, so you're only paying for the adapter. And if, like me, you've got a kit of all sorts of different, you know, sort of a dozen Nikon lenses, then that makes sense. But I love the flexibility of the kit lens. I love how fast and simple it is to put on, how light it is, how quickly it talks to the camera, and more than anything, when you've got the FTZ adapter and you know, that other lens on, it's big, it's bulky. Ultimately, for me, I go kit lens every time. I've been really impressed at this camera, but I've been particularly impressed at that little lens. I think it's a fantastic bit of kit. I think it's great for video, and we've shot this on it, and I'm talking to you being shot by the ZFC right now. And yeah, bing. Oh, that's somebody telling me I've talked long enough. Time to go, amateur. Right, now if you'd like to see a full review on the ZFC, Stuart and I took it out, and you can see that here. Or if you'd like to see me pit it up against another camera, check out this video here.